Welcome back to the channel, hypercar enthusiasts and speed freaks. The 2026 Goodwood Festival of Speed is officially underway, and the famous hill climb is already proving to be the ultimate proving ground for the most extreme automotive creations on the planet. This year, the event feels more like the prestigious Monterey Car Week, overflowing with ultra-exotic debuts that are dropping jaws and shattering expectations. But amidst the sea of silent electric hypercars and sensible hybrid track weapons, one boutique manufacturer has arrived to remind us of the visceral, eardrum-shattering glory of the internal combustion engine. Apollo Automobil, the exclusive brand born from the ashes of the legendary Gumpert Sportwagenmanufaktur, has just unleashed a vehicle that looks like it was driven straight out of a science fiction blockbuster. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the first production version of the absolutely unhinged Apollo EVO, appropriately christened the Caribbean Dragon. This is not just another limited edition supercar, it is a meticulously crafted track-focused masterpiece that serves as a glorious tribute to the analog, naturally aspirated monsters of the past, while utilizing the most bleeding-edge manufacturing techniques of the future. To truly understand the gravity of the Apollo EVO, we have to look back at the company's roots. It has been exactly 2 decades since the very first Gumpert Apollo rolled out to customers in 2006, terrifying drivers with its brutal, uncompromising performance and function-over-form aerodynamics. After rebranding and pivoting under new ownership, Apollo shocked the automotive world with the Intensa Emozione, a car that traded raw brutality for theatrical, emotional performance. Now the EVO stands as the proud successor to the Intensa Emozione, taking that dramatic philosophy and turning the dial all the way up to 11. The brand brought its ancestors, the original Gumpert Apollo and the Intensa Emozione, to Goodwood to tackle the hill climb on Thursday, setting the stage perfectly for the Caribbean Dragon to exit the supercar paddock on Friday and show the world exactly what the next chapter of Apollo looks like. And let me tell you, this extraterrestrial machine does not disappoint. It is the very first customer car and an ultra-exclusive production run that is strictly limited to just 10 bespoke examples worldwide, making it one of the rarest modern hypercars to ever hit the asphalt.
Let us dive right into the heart of this beast. Because in a modern automotive landscape utterly dominated by forced induction and heavy hybrid assistance, the Apollo EVO is a spectacular, screaming throwback. Sitting directly behind the driver is a magnificent, Ferrari-sourced 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine. There are no turbochargers to muffle the sound, and no electric motors to artificially fill in the torque curve. This is pure, high-revving 12-cylinder romance, delivering a monumental 800 horsepower directly to the rear wheels. That incredible power is managed by a motorsport-derived 6-speed sequential transmission that delivers rifle-bolt gear changes. When you combine that old-school Savage powertrain with the vehicle's astonishingly low curb weight of just 1,300 kilograms, the performance figures become truly terrifying. The Apollo EVO will violently launch from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour in a blistering 2.7 seconds. If you have the nerve to keep your foot pinned to the floor, it will continue accelerating until it hits a top speed of 208 miles per hour or 335 kilometers per hour. To bring all that mass to a halt safely, it relies on massive carbon ceramic brakes nestled behind lightweight forged aluminum wheels. The engineering magic that makes this low weight possible is nothing short of extraordinary. The car is built around a full carbon fiber monocoque structure that features dedicated carbon front and rear subframes, as well as specialized carbon crash structures. This entire central tub weighs a mere 165 kilograms, yet somehow Apollo engineers managed to make it 15% stiffer and 10% lighter than the already incredible chassis used in the outgoing Intensa Emozione. But it is not just the underlying structure that is impressive. The exterior bodywork of the Caribbean Dragon is a rolling work of art. The body is composed of 75 individual carbon fiber panels, each finished in a mesmerizing color scheme that mixes a pearl white base with a diamond dust finish, alongside an ocean blue paint featuring a blue diamond finish. Apollo claims this breathtaking 8-layer paint job was done entirely by hand and took approximately 1,000 hours of meticulous labor to complete before it was ready for the Goodwood lawns.
The visual drama of the EVO is matched only by its intricate exterior detailing. The front end is defined by piercing X-shaped LED daytime running lights that give the car a menacing predatory stare, while the rear features vertical W-shaped taillights that look like glowing aerodynamic fins. But the absolute centerpiece of the exterior has to be the all-new signature dragon skin exhaust system,
Rather than using traditional rolled pipes, Apollo utilized weld-free 3D printing techniques to craft this complex exhaust out of natural titanium. Not only does this provide a monumental strength-to-weight ratio, but the natural titanium is designed to develop deep blue heat hues over time, essentially changing its visual appearance based on how hard the driver pushes the car. It is a living, breathing component that perfectly encapsulates the furious spirit of the vehicle. Stepping inside the cabin of the Caribbean Dragon reveals an interior that is just as theatrical as the exterior. Apollo has leaned heavily into advanced manufacturing, outfitting the cockpit with numerous 3D printed aluminum components that look like premium alien artifacts. The driver interacts with the machine through a completely bespoke steering wheel that features solid milled aluminum hardware, beautiful blue carbon fiber accents, and rich ocean blue leather upholstery that perfectly matches the exterior paint theme. Every single touchpoint in this cabin has been designed to make the driver feel like they are strapping into a futuristic fighter jet rather than a street-legal passenger car. The debut of the Apollo EVO Caribbean Dragon at the Goodwood Festival of Speed is a massive statement for the niche hypercar industry. It proves that there is still a passionate, thriving market for ultra-exclusive vehicles that prioritize raw emotion, mechanical purity, and striking design over silent battery-powered efficiency. While the rest of the automotive industry races towards an electric horizon, Apollo is keeping the flame of the naturally aspirated V12 alive in the most dramatic way possible. With only 10 of these masterpieces ever being produced, spotting one in the wild will be a once-in-a-lifetime event. For now, we can just sit back and listen to that glorious V12 echo through the English countryside. Thank you for tuning in to today's Hypercar Deep Dive.
Let us know in the comments if you prefer this old-school V12 approach, or if you think the future belongs exclusively to the 2,000 horsepower electric hypercars. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more daily automotive news, and we will catch you in the next one.